Hey, yes, I think I'm live, guys. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I think I'm live. It's a little latency, but I think it's okay. Hey, Andreas. Good evening. So, yeah, welcome to my little bi-weekly production live stream. I hope you're all good. We are in Switzerland. We have a bank holiday tomorrow. And Friday, my office is closed. So I'm pretty happy with a super long weekend. And yes, I finally checked my super new video camera. So I think the video quality is much better now. And you also see that I have a new headset, which I mostly use for recording tutorials. And before I start, I can tell you already that the next stream is not in 2 weeks. The next live stream will be next week before the week after. I'm on vacation, so I'm super happy about this. So yes, cool. Welcome everyone who is already there. Andreas and oh, what's that for a name? Tiku? Hey, welcome to the chat. Tonight I want to work a little on something that I wanted to do since ages. Andreas, not drum and bass, that's on my list as well. But I want to work on. You don't have sound. You all others have sound? I hope so. Andreas, do you hear my voice? I think so. Otherwise, you wouldn't know what I was talking about, right? Okay, so I think my sound is okay. Yeah, that's a super long weekend. Cool, thank you for the feedback. So tonight I want to work on something regenerative or something that goes into the granular corner. Hey Dieter, guten Abend. And I wanted to use this as an intro or something for my sets because I usually have like a track that leads the listener into the set that's coming. And I wanted to do something slower. That's great, Terry. Terry, you just uploaded a new track. I have to check it out, by the way. And that is why I'm going to slow down my speed today. So usually, as you might know, I always produce in like 112 BPM. So today, I will produce something with 66 BPM. Why is it 66? Because that is 50% of my regular track speed. And that will allow me to mix this intro track into the next track that's coming in my set. So, okay, we are working with 66. And normally I start with the kick and the bass. Today I want to make a track without. I want to make a track without kick sound, actually. So what I want to do is I have a super cool sample pack. I bought it. There was a tip from one of my students. This pack is recorded on tapes. I don't have the name on my mind, but I think I wrote a blog post about this. And I have some samples on my Digitakt which I want to create a loop with. So first of all, I'm going to search for one of those fantastic loops. And I think this pack is called Tape Haze 4. I'm sure that some of you guys heard of that before. And I want to have like a sample with a couple of chords. This is not. This is nice. This is nice because I used this sample in one of my previous tracks that I had published 2 weeks ago, but I used this sample in a different way. So let's start with this one. And what I want to do is I will program tricks, like 16 tricks. And then the first trick, I want to p-log this LFO trick, and then I turn this off. You will see later why. And now I'm gonna change the length of the tricks to something super short and set the start of this sample play in the middle of this. And then we configure the LFO to the sample start. I think I showed this a couple of times already, and see what happens. That is way too long. And this is too much. And maybe I'm going to retrig these. Because my track is super slow. Let's try this. Okay. I don't like it. It doesn't give me the sound that I want. And I think that is because I copied this wrong. Okay, let's try this. And I have to activate the retrig, of course. That is on. Okay, copy these tricks, paste, paste, copy, paste. It still has something that I don't like. There's something going on which is a little weird. Maybe I have to get this longer. Maybe I have to make these like 6 long. No, I don't like the retricks. We don't retrick. We just have tricks. The retrick doesn't work this time. Okay, let's do something different. Let's try to set this to loop. Let's make this like this. I kind of like it. Okay, let's keep it like this. And then I add reverb to this. And maybe yeah, that's cool. Sample start. Yeah, let's see if that's going faster. This needs to be a little higher. Okay, this is a trick I do all the time when I work with LFOs that are moving very slow. I set the speed high so I can check the range that the LFO walks through. And when I'm happy, like I am now, I slow down the speed to a minimum, like 50 in this case. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to use one of the LFOs from the MIDI loopback. I connected my MIDI cables here. Yes, I'm going to use it now, but I have to search for a parameter in the Digitakt manual. So I need to know the CC parameter for the hold time, because I want to modify the hold time with this LFO. And there is the MIDI chart of the amp, and the hold time is parameter 79. I don't know if you can see that. So Did this stop? No. So that's parameter 79, right? So we start with track number 9. Then we select parameter 79. Then we switch to the filter page, activate this, and we want to change this on track number 8, but first I give it a value of 50. Is that correct? 50? Yeah. And then I go to the source page, activate this, and set this to channel 8, because I want to modify this for channel 8. Okay. And this value needs to be 0, because I want to start this modulation with a super slow hold time. So let's see if that works. Yeah, that works. So I can go ahead with LFO programming of the CC value number 1, which is 79. Okay. I don't want this only. I only want a subtle movement. So I set this to a slow speed. And we can check if this works when I change to track number 8. And you see the amplitude gets longer. That is nice, but I want it a little more. And a little slower, because I want this to be very slowly evolving music. Okay, now something should happen. Let's check if something... It seems that it doesn't work, but it does. More. That is too much. Okay. Let's set this to a slow speed. And then we have to adjust the filter a little bit. No filter envelope for this time. How does it sound? Do you like it? I'm still not so 100% happy with this. Ah, that is something I love. Okay, let's do something else. Let's check. Let's go ahead with track number 9. Something I never did before, actually. And I'm going to set up a second LFO. Does it work? No, I think that doesn't work. I have to use a second MIDI track for that. And I'm choosing CC parameter 18. That is a bit reduction. And then I activate this. Set this to value 40 or something. Set this to channel 8. We are still on channel 8. And then we no, sorry. We have to set the destination to CC value number 1. And let's see what happens. Yeah, that works, but yeah, that's nice. But much slower. You see the range that the bit reduction goes through could be a little higher for my taste. Yeah, much better. Now we set this to a low speed. And what happened if we add some delay? No, it doesn't work. Okay, that is kind of cool. Let's save it. And let's do a second track with the same principle, but with a different sound. Or maybe we use the same sound, but an octave higher. Yeah, let's try that. Maybe that works. Okay, thousands of tricks. Set this to the middle. Then modulate the sample start. Okay, then we have to set this to parameter locked LFO trick and turn this off. Let's see how that sounds. I like this. Kinda like it. But this movement is a little too fast for me. Passt das, Dieter? By the way, my plan is to have this as a video on Saturday on my YouTube channel because, Dieter, you know that, Jungfraujoch. I was on the famous Jungfraujoch, that's the top of Europe, and I made fantastic video recordings, and this is for the next video, I think. And I terribly burnt my head, by the way. But if you're ever in Switzerland, really visit Jungfraujoch. It's really spectacular, really. I think this is still not really moving. There we go. This could actually be even more. Yes, I am. I am too. So now I'm patiently waiting that this hold time is going to open again. Come on. I think I have to modulate the panning too. Now something happens. Okay, let's see. I really kind of like this effect. Okay, let's save this. I like it. And add another one. We're gonna add some more LFOs later. But first, I had the idea of bringing... I like this one. Okay. Hey, Manfred. Nice to see you here. I hope you're good, Manfred. I hope you had a nice day and welcome to this little group. Tonight, for everyone who tuned in later, I try to work on something regenerative. Or something granular. Granular is such a cool word, right? It means that you try to mimic granular synthesis with the Digitakt. Of course, Digitakt has very limited capacities for that, but you still can do some sort of granular sounds with it. And this is what I'm trying to this time, because I wanted to do that since a couple of weeks already. So okay, let's try this one. I don't like this sound actually. This must be a different sound. I don't like it. Okay, let's try something out. Okay, this is a little mistuned. Okay, let's set this. Oh no, sorry. Let's set this to. Oh. Sorry, I was confused. This must be only one of two. And then we have a second trick that plays another sample of this. And I wanted to play on the same position. And this will be only 1 of 4, and this will be only 2 of 4. Let's see if that works. And the amplitude is this, and the tricks need to be 30 tricks long. Let's see. No, something is not correct. 1 of 4. Got the mistake. That is nice to bring in later, and I think that will be a very nice intro pattern. I like that, because the track that I will want to play after that in my set will be this one. And that track uses the same samples, just in a different way. And that will be a perfect combination. But I noticed that there is something. I noticed that there is like a little break when the chord progression continues with the second trick, and that is why I'm going to reduce the length of the tricks on this page to 28. That should give it a little time to get released, but it was still too much. Still, let's give it a little reverb. Yeah, that's acceptable. Okay. Nice. But I'm still not happy with this sound that suddenly stops. I'm a little perfectionist when it comes to that. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Let's bring down the length to 22. Yeah, no, it's good. Ah, das freut mich. Schön, Manfred, dass es dir gefällt. What I really like about bit reduction, you hear it a lot in my tracks, is that when you use it with some particular sounds, it gives it a second layer of tonality, and with this sound, it's really cool. It makes it louder as well, but yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it because I have the bit reduction already on track number 8. And if you use it with some tracks together, it can be too much pretty fast. So I'm a little careful with that. And I'm going to leave it for now with this one. Yes, I like it. Okay, we have to check something. Yeah, that's good. We have to check this on track number 8 as well. Okay, that is cool. And that is now a pretty cool basis for this track, but I want more. So I said that I'm not going to work with the bass, but I will. So I'm sorry, I was a liar. But this bass will be like, I want it to be like, they have a specific name. Those bass sounds. This won't be a percussive bass. That will be like, I don't know the name. Maybe you guys know it. I'm very sorry. Practice. Yeah, this is way beyond my beginner's level of understanding. How long do you think it would learn to... Oh, I can tell you. I had a lesson. So I teach Digitakt lessons, by the way. And I had a customer on Monday, and he got a Digitakt some month ago, and he asked me when I started with the Digitakt, and I actually bought it last year in April when the first lockdown started. I bought the Digitakt, so I have it now roughly a year. But really, what Conné, I don't know if I pronounced that name right, practice is really the best thing you can do. And set yourself a little goal for each new pattern or each new track that you want to create. And that way you will learn a lot by practicing. And this is really the best tip that you can have. You really have to do something. You cannot sit down. I mean, I'm a big fan of read the fucking manual, by the way. I get a lot of questions like, how does feature XY works? Read the fucking manual. That's really important. But you have to practice as well. So we have been at this bass sound. And I have somewhere deeper bass tones. And I want a long sinus wave, but I have a better idea. So I don't know if you guys know this. I think I talked about that a couple of times. The Digitakt has super cool factory oscillator waveforms. And I want to use this to shape a sinus or maybe a saw. Let's check this with an acid saw oscillator bassline, because they will give a super deep bass. You see that there are acid sub basses. Okay, maybe we choose one of this. And then we set this to loop, and we get a cool sound, which is too high, of course. So let's pitch it down 2 octaves. That is a little dirty. Oh, this is nice. I like this one. Let's go for this first. No, sorry. Let's save. Yes, the Electronauts forums, they are pretty good. Any chance for brightness exposure decrease? Mike, you mean the display? I think. Let me check something with the light. Maybe I can adjust the lights here. Maybe that will bring in some better light here. Does that help? No, that doesn't really help, right? Yeah, I have to adjust it next time, I guess. By the way, nice to see you, Mike. So I have this sound. It's a little too harsh for me. So filter it down. And okay. Let's try out how that sounds with a length of 16. Yeah, nice. And now we want the same pattern than the chord progression. The first trick we say 1 of 4, and the second will have 2 of 4, and we push it back to the trick number 1 position. And then yeah, that's cool, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted this at 3 or 4. I like this. The notes are too short. They need to be 32, of course. Maybe I push it down to 28 and give that a little decay time. Oh, thank you. That's so nice to read. Thank you. Okay, that is cool. And I can, while performing, I will open this filter. That's kind of impressive. Nice and deep. Okay, so that is a very cool start. I think I will have to make something in the gaps. I think I told you before that I love this call and answer game. I did that a couple of times. That means one voice is calling for something and the other is giving the answering. And that creates tension in the track, and it creates movement, and it stacks different elements together. And I think this is something this track needs as well, because there are, at the end of the 32 parts, there is a little gap. And that is when the bass sound stops playing. I could even automate this frequency moving with another LFO, I think. So yeah, cool. That was a pretty nice start. I still want, I think I want to add some percussion elements to this track. For now, I'm good with this. I don't want this to be so melodic because the track that's coming afterwards will be pretty melodic for 59 Perl circumstances. It will be a very melodic track. And so I want here to be like, I had on my mind to let some hi-hats playing like a snare drum. Let me quickly check. Hats. Let's try it with this one. You're so nice, guys. Thank you very much. That made my day. Yeah, that is super sweet. Okay, guys, I think for tonight we did it. Because I have to go for another meeting. I'm busy before I'm going on vacation. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned a little bit. This track, I just started this track, but it will be on my YouTube channel Saturday with some really spectacular video footage of glaciers in Switzerland. It will be super cool. Thanks everyone who joined. I had actually no time to go through the list, so thank you, Michael, Thierry, Dieter, T1KO, Coney, Mike, a lot of guys in this little group. I'm pretty proud of that. That so many guys come each time I'm online. That's super cool. Don't forget, the next session will be next week, Wednesday. Yes, I hope you like it. Have a nice time. Enjoy Digitakt. Let me know when you created something. I'm always curious to hear what others do with this super cool machine. And I promise for the next time, Mike, I will fix this problem. I think it's a problem with the autofocus of this camera. Even it got better compared to last time's quality, but I'm gonna work on that. So guys, see you soon on some of my channels. Have a nice time.